This video is on question 1 of exercise 1C A-Level Further Maths Core 1 textbook. So this exercise is mainly about multiplying complex numbers and expanding brackets that have complex numbers. And the method is very similar to the usual way of expanding brackets when you have algebraic expressions. The only difference here is that being aware of the complex unit, which is I, and how that can affect our calculation. So in this video you will see how you can do such expansions. Now, since most of these questions are very similar, I'm going to do 5 of these, which are A, C, D, G, and I. Let's start by doing question A. We have 5 plus I times 3 plus 4i. As I said, the method is very similar, or it's better to say it's exactly the same as the usual expansion. So we simply do 5 times 3, then 5 times 4i, I times 3, and I times 4i. So 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 4i is 20i, I times 3 is 3i. And here is the only bit which is slightly different from the usual expansion, because I times 4i is positive 4i squared. But now the thing is, because we know that I squared is equal to minus 1, so that 4i squared is equal to 4 times minus 1, which is minus 4. And that means this term is actually a real term, not an imaginary term, and that's the difference. So 4i squared is simply equal to minus 4, which means we can simplify this further. So 15 minus 4 is 11, and 20i plus 3i is plus 23i. C. 5 minus 2i times 1 plus 5i. Again, 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 5i is 25i, minus 2i times 1 is minus 2i, minus 2i times 5i is minus 10i squared, but I squared is minus 1, and minus 10 times minus 1 is positive 10. This is actually positive 10. And we can simplify this. So 5 plus 10 is 15. 25i minus 2i is plus 23i. D. 13 minus 3i times 2 minus 8i. 13 times 2 is 26. 13 times minus 8 is minus 104. So that's it has an imaginary unit, which is minus 104i. Minus 3i times 2 is minus 6i, and minus 3i times minus 8i is plus 24i squared, but I squared is minus 1, and this is at minus 24. So 26 minus 24 is 2, minus 104i minus 6i is minus 110i. G. 2 minus 9i squared. So this is the same as 2 minus 9i times 2 minus 9i, and the rest is the same. So 2 times 3 is 4, 2 times minus 9i is minus 18i, minus 9i times 2 is again minus 18i, minus 9i times minus 9i is positive 81i squared, and we get minus 81 here because I squared is minus 1. And simplifying this, 4 minus 81 is minus 77, minus 18i minus 18i is minus 36i. And finally I. So this time we have 3 brackets, but hopefully you have noticed that it doesn't make a big difference. We just need to do more calculations and that's it. So we can start with the first 2 brackets. So let's expand the first 2 brackets, and then once we have simplified that, then we will multiply the result, the product of these 2 brackets, by the third bracket. So 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times I is 3i, minus 2i times 5 is minus 10i, minus 2i times I is minus 2i squared, which is plus 2. And this times 4 minus 2i. So let's simplify the first bracket. 15 plus 2 is 17, and 3i minus 10i is minus 7i, times 4 minus 2i. 17 times 4 is 68. 17 times minus 2i is minus 30. 4i minus 7i times 4 is minus 28i. And minus 7i times minus 2i is 14i squared, which is minus 14. So 68 minus 14 is 54. And finally, minus 38 minus 28 is minus 62i. So that's it for this video, and I hope this helps. So thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more videos. Good luck.